Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this February the 23rd, 2026. I'm hoping everybody had a great Monday out there so far, but it's a great Monday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the storm system here moving across the country. Your local forecast is included as well for your Tuesday and Wednesday. The current watch and warning advisory map across the nation. Also to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center. And we do have an area of general thunderstorms to talk about in day number 3. And also take a look at the CAE winter forecast. Probabilities for certain areas may get some winter precipitation across the lower 48. So we'll talk about that as well. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue getting the show on the road there, folks. Alright, you can see we got some activity up here from Virginia all the way into Maine, New Brunswick, and also Newfoundland. There's that area of low pressure here right off the east coast of Maine, bringing blizzard conditions along the I-95 corridor from portions of eastern Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, all the way up into Maine, also going into areas of New Brunswick area as well. Earlier today had a wind gust in the center of the storm reported of around 100 miles per hour. That would be equal to a Category 2 hurricane off the northeastern U.S. coast, but right now it is just a nor'easter moving away from that area. We got more activity moving into the western U.S. You can see a lot of that activity moving into areas of California, Nevada, stretching over toward areas of Missouri, also into portions of Iowa, all the way up to the Dakotas, South Canada, stretching back to Washington, Oregon State, Idaho, Montana, Northern California, Southern California, getting in on some of that activity as well. Alright, let's roll on into your local forecast now, and it should roll out something like this here for your Tuesday outlook. Okay, here's your Tuesday outlook now. You can see we got some snow flying from Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, New York State, Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois to Minnesota, Ottawa and Toronto, Canada. Also over toward Lake Huron, Lake Superior. You got some heavy snow there as well, stretching in South Canada and North and South Dakota as well. Got some mixed precipitation up here from DC to Rhode Island, all the way down to Maryland, West Virginia, Ohio, over toward southern Michigan, portion of Indiana. More mixed precipitation in Montana to South Dakota to Wyoming and Colorado, Utah, Idaho, Washington, Oregon State, Nevada, and Northern California. Got some critical fire weather with Colorado, New Mexico, and North Texas. Heavy snow portions of Colorado, Wyoming, western Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, a little bit in Oregon State. Shower activity on coastal waters and portions of western tip of Washington, Oregon State, northern and central California. Got some heavy rain and flash flooding there as well. Otherwise, expect our high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, let's move on into your Wednesday forecast now, and it should roll out something like this here. Okay, we're still waiting on it to come up, but you can see a strong cold front coming from New York State, stretching back to portions of Nevada and California, and an area of low pressure over portions of Texas. Also another one up here over Maine as well. Alright, all these features here bringing some precipitation from Maine to Vermont to Lake Huron, Lake Superior, Michigan to Wisconsin, all the way through the Dakotas, all the way to South Canada, Montana, Idaho, Washington, and Wyoming, and also northeastern Washington State. Alright, got some mixed precipitation stretching from coast to coast, from New Hampshire to Rhode Island to Maryland to West Virginia, Ohio to Missouri to South Dakota, North Dakota, down to Colorado, all the way to the west coast of Washington, Oregon, California, and Nevada region as well. Got a pocket of heavy snow over Washington State. Shower activity along the western portion of Washington, Oregon State, a little bit in central California. Thunderstorms and shower from Kansas to Arkansas to Georgia, upstate South Carolina, Kentucky, and also into areas of Missouri for your Wednesday afternoon and evening. Then we got shower activity from the coastal waters to West Virginia, North Carolina, and northern South Carolina as well. Freezing rain possible with West Virginia, stretching into portions of Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, and Missouri areas as well. Otherwise, expect your high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Wednesday. Alright, let's move on into the current watch and warning advisory map for your location across the nation. And it should roll out something just like this. Here we go. You can see we had them storm warnings and hurricane force winds over the Atlantic coastal waters off the Maine coast, Also stretching down into areas of the mid-Atlantic. You can see we got special weather statements up here around New Jersey, Delaware, up to Rhode Island, southern New York State, eastern Pennsylvania. Blizzard warning continue up here in areas of Maine, down toward Connecticut, Massachusetts area, Boston, Rhode Island. Winter storm warnings in the pink. Winter weather advisory there as well, stretching in Maine then to Vermont. Then we got western New York State to northeast Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, western North Carolina, eastern Kentucky. Got some winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories there as well. Special weather statements also in effect for you guys in eastern Kentucky, also Oklahoma, North Texas. Freeze warnings for southern portions of Mississippi, southeast Louisiana, southeastern Alabama, southern Georgia, much of Florida. Cold weather advisory from southern Florida up to the Panhandle there as well. Alright, we got winter storm warning, winter weather advisories up here for northern Michigan, Wisconsin, and also northeast Minnesota. Winter weather advisory for northwestern Minnesota into North Dakota. Red flag warnings over here in West Texas, North Texas, eastern New Mexico, and eastern Colorado. We got high wind warnings and watches in effect for portions of western Nebraska into northern Colorado, Wyoming, Idaho, Washington State as well. Avalanche warnings in the bluer color here. Winter weather advisories in the purple across Idaho and Montana. Winter storm warnings in Wyoming, and also portions of Colorado. We got some winter weather advisories there also. Wind advisory for southern Oregon, northern California, northwestern California. Flood watches also for southwestern Oregon and northern California. Alright, we got smoke rat advisory, gale warning from up here in New York City down to the Florida Keys, stretching back to southern Alabama coast. Then again for southern California to Washington State around the Hawaiian Chain Island with flood watches and a winter storm warning in effect for the northern mountains in Hawaii. Also, we have winter storm warning, winter weather advisory for the Alaska region inland, coastal areas, small craft advisories, storm warnings, and freeze and spray warnings along coastal areas. Alright. Storm Prediction Center outlook should roll out something like this here. Here's that general thunderstorm from Springfield to Bowling Green, Nashville, Chattanooga, Jackson, Memphis, Tennessee. Would not be surprised to see a marginal risk could be added. Could be some general thunderstorms along the east coast as well, from the Carolinas back to the Florida coast. As a cold front kind of swings into the area, could bring a few storms as well toward Thursday and Friday. Alright, let's move on to the outlooks here for winter weather probability. And it should roll out something like this here. Alright, on day 4 you can see we have about a 10 to 20% chance and 30% from areas of Indiana, Ohio, all the way to Maine, New Brunswick included, southwestern Canada, maybe from 10% all the way as high as 90% in some locations. Day number 5, you can see it over South Canada, northern New Brunswick, also Montana, got some 10 to 30% chance there. Also day number 4, not much, a little bit over Idaho, Wyoming, South Canada, maybe about 10 to 30%, and then 10 to 30% as well across the northern portion of the country from Minnesota all the way over to Michigan, western New York State, a little bit in portion of Colorado, Wyoming, and southwestern Canada. Heavy snow risk. Let's click on, see if we can, you can see over the northeastern U.S. Should be what's going on currently across the area. If we can get to it. Okay, if we can get to it here, we'll try to show you the heavy snow map. Okay, heavy snow from 3.3 to 3.4, New York State all the way up into areas of Maine. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Monday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.